Fortnite Season X is upon us, showing that unlike Treyarch, Epic can actually Roman numeral, plus with a theme of out of time and other time travel elements, Epic can continue to be the greenest developers around by recycling old content throughout the season. Today's update brings with it a new vehicle that's somehow even more hated than the Baller, some subtle blasts from the past map changes, and an entirely different way of handling the Battle Pass challenges. With the brand new Brute vehicle, it seems that Epic's rivalry with Respawn for the top Battle Royale spot has been taken to a new level now that Fortnite has mechs in its game before Apex Legends does, causing the word Titanfall to trend on Twitter, which might actually seem like a slap in the face until you realize it will probably cause even more people to actually be interested in my favorite FPS game of the past 5 years. This new vehicle is operated by up to 2 different players, with one doing all of the pew-pew and the other being the driver controlling the movement of the mech. The driver can move as normal and hilariously emote, with the added abilities like the exosuit from Advanced Warfare of a dash, super jump, and ground pound that actually grants the materials you destroy with this move into your inventory, which renders building useless in a game that sets itself apart from the other ho-hum Battle Royale offerings with said mechanic. It's almost as if Epic forgot to apply the no-go through buildings nerf of the X4 Stormwing and didn't learn their lesson from Season fucking 7. The gunner has 2 different weapons at their disposal, a shotgun, because of course, that's the go-to gun in Fortnite anyways, with a clip size of 10, damage of 50, and a 1.5 headshot multiplier, along with a recalculous missile launcher that behaves similar to the multi-targeting missile system in Titanfall, where you can hold down the fire button to load additional missiles and then release them for a maximum of 10. I guess we know why Epic wanted to put the airstrike item into the game in order to test for this mechanic, and more on that in a second. But the Brute vehicle also has an overshield mechanic, whereby consuming 200 materials will grant you a 5-second extra protection barrier, so the mantra of stomp and shield will be the new spray and pray. So about that airstrike item that I just mentioned, it's been sent to the vault along with most of the other vehicles, the Baller and Quad Crusher, leaving only the drip board from the previous season, since the Brute combines the attributes of those other vaulted ones anyways. The Flint Knock pistol no longer fits the non-pirate theme of the current season, or the previous futuristic one for that matter. The semi-auto sniper rifle, tactical assault rifle, shadow bombs, mounted turret, which I can't believe lasted as long as it did, and the itemized glider redeploy for modes not named Team Rumble, which begs the question, why not make the glider redeploy by default in that mode instead of taking up a slot now that it's been vaulted in others? Vehicles did, however, also get a buff with the campfire now healing them, which is odd considering that it's not a welding gun to repair your shit, and a nerf to the Storm Scout sniper rifle to not have perfect hip-fire accuracy after aimed in and out. Finally, some performance improvements were made to the loading in of assets on the Nintendo Switch and Xbox One, since those are the shittiest ways to play Fortnite that's not normally reserved for actually talking or texting to other people. As shown off in the very first teaser for the season, Dusty Depot returns in the place of Dusty Divot, along with the factory area between it and Salty Springs, which were both last seen before a giant meteor hit that area in order to kick off Season 4, which of course, that asset is hovering overhead frozen in time. Thank fuck Dusty Divot is gone though, because now we don't have to figure out which sides of the crater we can and cannot run up. To go along with the glider redeploy item removal explanation of Epic feeling that Season 10 is better experience with a reduction in mobility, the sky platforms and the bigger main slipstream are also gone from the map, but the smaller ones that are just around Neo, Tilted, and Mega Mall respectively remain to make positioning actually matter in a Battle Royale game, but slower pace is not my idea of a better experience. Since there will be rift zones throughout the season around the map, my best guess is that certain areas will be transformed into their former selves in due time, which could very well include risky reels in the spot where Sunny Steps currently resides, since the sign from the former name location has been found next to a vertically hung white sheet with a pair of chairs, like an ad hoc movie viewing experience. I'll go into more potential upcoming map changes later in the data mine leak section, but there are also now trees growing and red leaves surrounding the monster skeleton, which oddly look like the Fortnite reveal painting from Season 9 when viewed from above. Let me know your theories about this down in the comment section below. The last new feature of the season is the ability to gift an entire premium battle pass to another user, which had been in data mine files for a long time coming. However, it's currently disabled on the PC because, of course, Epic can't implement anything without some sort of fuck up along the way. 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards, right? The battle pass and challenge system also work slightly different in this season, with missions taking place of weekly challenges, and those missions are broken down into regular missions and prestige missions, which are more difficult tasks after you've completed the regular ones. However, both of these seem to only be available if you have access to your parents' credit card to buy the premium battle pass, and it's unclear if those have-not plebs will have any checklist items to complete, like the 3 per week from prior seasons, probably because Fortnite's revenue stream is down, so Epic has to force you to pay for carrots to dangle now. However, there are limited time Brute Squad missions for all players, which further bully people that are #forever alone, with the first being playing 3 matches with friends. There are other missions missions that are currently available to complete, with the 0-point mission being tied to the overall challenge counters and tiers for the Battle Pass, with the current challenges being reaching tier 100, unlocking 12 season level mission rewards, completing 10 Battle Pass missions in their entirety, and completing 10 prestige missions, which are available after you've completed the previous set of missions, of which these rewards are probably out of reach for most people that didn't buy their way to tier 100 on day one, and some of them definitely can't be completed now because most of those missions have been locked off. The level-headed missions are accomplished by getting to different seasonal levels, which are now more closely tied with the Battle Pass levels, to get mostly outfit styles along with the dab stand and featherweight emotes. Now onto some actual challenges to alter how you play for some throwaway games. The road trip mission is themed for travel, unlocked with the premium Battle Pass, and the tasks that you can complete right away are dealing 200 damage to opponents while riding in a vehicle, which should be easy with the new Brute since it already has fucking weapons attached to it. Visiting some Season 5 landmarks with a Durburger head east of Pleasant Park, a dinosaur south of Paradise Palms, and a stone head west of Neo Tilted by the Frozen Lake, and destroying 10 stop signs with the Catalyst outfit that is unlocked immediately with the premium pass, which are located in Pleasant Park on the map shown on the screen here. Complete one of those to unlock Ride on a Zip Line in 3 different matches, which are only in the snow and jungle biomes along with some over by Pleasant Park. Complete 2 to unlock the Searching a Chest in 3 different named locations challenge. Complete 3 for visiting Lazy Lagoon and Lucky Landing in the same match, which is only cool because they have the same letter alliteration but are nowhere near one another. And complete 4 to unlock getting the 250,000 trick points in a vehicle, which should be interesting to see what kind of spinny flippy shit you could do in a mech. Complete all of them and you'll get the Atmosphere back bling. The prestige mission list cranks these challenges up to a harder level, with doing that Season 5 landmark challenge all in the same match, which also goes for the stop sign challenge, but with destroying 7 of them in the same game, although they are very close to one another, all in Pleasant Park. 5 eliminations in a vehicle, dealing 200 damage to opponents that are riding on those said zip lines that you have to use. Visiting 10 different name locations in one match, so get your fucking drift boards ready, and getting 500,000 worth of trick shot points in one single game. In addition to the road trip mission, the Rumble Royale mission is also active, which is up my alley since I don't play much of the normal mode anymore, with all of these tasks relegated to the Team Rumble game mode only, playing 5 different matches with at least 1 elimination, which if you fail to do this in just 5 matches, just uninstall the fucking game so you can't be my teammate ever. Winning 3 matches of Team Rumble, which you'd hope to not get said teammates, and getting 20 assists in Team Rumble for people that are so bad that they can't finish off the job. Completing one of those unlocks the challenge of building 200 structures with the X-Lord outfit, unlocked at tier 1 of the premium pass, then 2 completions for the challenge of dealing 500 damage to opponents in a single match, which amounts to basically 5 eliminations with no shield again, something you should always do in every single game. 3 completions for eliminating 5 opponents from less than 5 meters away, so grab the shotgun that you should be mostly using for those close gunfights anyways, and 4 completions to do the searching 5 supply drops task, so get to the first circle early for a head start. The prestige mission list includes 3 eliminations in a single match, 3 kills of longer than 100 meters away, getting 5 assists in a single match, dealing damage to 3 different opponents in a single life, searching 20 chests with the aforementioned X-Lord outfit, so keep that one on yourself at all times, dealing 1,000 damage with headshots for those that were trolled back in the olden Call of Duty days of yore, and searching 3 different supply drops in a single match, which again is simple if you're in the first circle since everybody else is spread around the map like some butt cheeks after bad Taco Bell. Next week, starting on August the 9th, the Spray and Pray mission goes live, but the challenges for this graffiti and hold down the trigger theme mission are already leaked, and they are as follows: dealing damage with SMGs to opponents, using one of those sprays on your emote wheel for a fountain, which is probably the one in the center of Mega Mall, junkyard crane, probably in Junk Junction, and a vending machine of which have set locations around the map, like near the gas station at Salty Springs. Speaking of which, another task is to spray different gas stations around the map, dealing damage to structures with the minigun because we love build killers, right? And searching chests at Neo Tilted. The prestige tasks will be eliminations with an SMG in a single match, searching chests inside containers with windows, which sounds weird as fuck. Let me know in the comments if you know what this refers to, but I'm guessing it's those buildings near the disco hall in the winter biome, spraying cars or trucks at different name locations, visiting graffiti covered billboards in a single match, of which I can think of a few like Paradise Palms, and more on that one later, damaging opponents with a minigun, eliminations with an SMG for less than 5 meters away as a big middle finger to those shotgun users, and finally eliminating opponents at Neo Tilted with the Tilted Technique outfit that is unlocked at tier 23 of the Battle Pass. The rest of the missions all seem to have the same leak tasks, so I'm not even going to bother regurgitating this probable wrong info, but we do know when they will be going live. They are Worlds Collide on August 16th, which is actually the theme for Season 5, so maybe that's a clue as to what the map will be transformed transforming into, and more on that in a bit. Hot Drop Smash and Grab on August 23rd, Blockbuster on August 30th, not just a company that couldn't keep up with the times like Epic's employees do. Boogie Down on September 6th, like the name of a default demote. Helping Hand on September 13th, Space Race September 20th, finally Knights of Honor September 27th, and we know from prior leaks that this season will end on October 10th, or 10/10, which is fitting for Season 10, so there will probably be 1 week of overtime challenges at the end of all this. Finally, some leaks about some upcoming beepity bops, like a new weapon charm cosmetic that will be similar to the ones found in Call of Duty and Datamine in Battlefield 5, as well as a brand new weapon, the automatic sniper rifle that resembles a Dragunov SVD or VSS, which is probably why the semi-auto one was vaulted, even with the Storm Sniper one that was recently added, removing the need for it altogether. There also have been files found regarding Neo Tilted being transformed into a Wild West type of location, and that billboard that I talked about in Paradise Palms seems to have a swampy backdrop on its sign now, which could mean the return of Moisty Mire, the worst place to fight besides the OG Loot Lake. But Moisty Mire, coincidentally to many of the items I mentioned, went away at the start of Season 5. With the whole Rift Zone concept, it'll be interesting to see how they will play out in reusing assets from people that hadn't yet been crunched into a stress casualty. Anyways, what do you think about the new season? Let me know down below. I've been the Schwantz27, over like the MLB trade deadline. Thankfully, there's only one this year. Until next time.